listen, I've got a centre-back here.
Come on.
I've got a centre-forward here.
You said to me earlier on, yeah, get up. You said to me earlier on that you loved being man-marked. We were talking about the Arsenal sort of the analysis before, weren't you? And you made a comment that I thought I was definitely going to bring up. You said it needs 2 to stop me.
Yes, I did. And I would love to have played you.
You're not the only one. Join the queue.
So, Michail, so your goal is here, right?
Yeah.
That's your goal. This is where your teammates are. You've just been threaded a ball by Paquetá or someone into your feet. You got a big centre-half hit. Well, a medium-sized centre-half here.
What do you want as centre... Basically, I'm coming up against you.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm not the biggest, I wasn't the strongest or the quickest. My actual thing, people talk about, like, defenders being all aggressive. Yeah, be aggressive. But I think against someone like you, I'd actually be trying to stay away from you. Really. Because if I got to a situation where he pins me and it's just...
Roll.
It's that one, it's roll.
Yeah.
And that, for me, I'd actually be trying to stay away. And my contact, actually, as that ball came into you, I'd want to go tight, but as the ball came into your feet, I'd almost be pushing myself off that way.
Yeah.
That's what I used to try and do. I'd come in, not let him turn, but not go too tight. I'd almost be going, give myself a yard.
But when you're doing that, can you feel that strength in there?
But I think that's me trying to use my brain. I've got to use actually the power and strength of him, because the reason I'm coming in, I can't let him turn, but I don't want to get done in behind. So I'm almost giving myself a yard that if you turn or he made
So, Michail, this is something you had to learn, because you were telling us earlier, you hated that position of having your back to goal.
100%. Being right on the right, you literally collect it, your fullback's there, you're faced up. Then learning to be in this position, and the amount of times centre-halves will be behind me and they'll just get in front of me, nick the ball, get in front of me, nick the ball, to a stage where I constantly had to go find them to hold them off so I can get the ball in. And then I've also needed to learn that sometimes I need to fake to go to come in to create the space, because the centre-half will drop off. So I can come in, collect the ball, and give myself a little bit of time so I can collect it.
So I think it's always a mind game. You just said something there about he's actually looking for the centre-back. Where's the centre-back? People are jumping. So you're actually getting your arms out.
Is that your plan? You want that? You're going to look for that contact?
Yeah. That's what I was doing at first, but I realised that sometimes you go and look for them, they'll give you a little touch, and then as the ball's coming, nick in front of you quite quickly.
Yeah.
So it's all a mind game, because there's times where I've got a fake to go behind, so he drops off, then I come forwards. Sometimes I have to do the fight so it can come in, because there's no real space for me to try and get the move.
And me as the defender, I don't want to get... I mean, listen, a Virgil van Dijk would want to get into the fight, because he can match you physically, he can match you, pace-wise, power. I couldn't. So for me, it was always a case of, if I was playing against you and the ball went forward, we cleared the ball and we went forward, it'd be about, right, get in front of him, push him up. Now you've got to get back on side. Yeah. And then we go back. Never getting in that situation where it's me v you. And now listen, even if I'm covering, even if I don't want to, he wants to. So 3 or 4 times in a game, that will happen. I will get pinned, I will get stuck in a position, and then you
So how have you evolved, Michail, in that time since those first skirmishes and wanting that contact? How have you evolved now as a centre-forward?
Now it's just finding the right spaces. Not always looking for the contact, trying to find a little space where I can find a little distance, where the centre-half is looking for me instead of me trying to find the centre-half, and creating a space by doing a couple of spins in behind, so they kind of drop off anyway because I'm quick. So they don't want me to spin in behind them so much. So they're dropping off, and I've got the space to actually go to feet and collect the ball. Who's
your toughest opponent in the Premier League now? I mean, when you're going into a game, you think, oh, I'm playing against him.
Virgil. He's definitely the hardest competitor for me. Like, literally, he's as quick as me, he's as strong as me. Quality on the ball, always knows where to be. He's definitely up there with the best.